That's not the worst part.
All right. We live.
We live. It's the DanYo&Tita podcast.
What's happening?
Episode
17.
17. We back.
We're back, people.
We back.
I'm Daniel.
I'm Tita.
Aisha.
I'm Dip to the lean.
We got special guests in the building.
Very special guest.
We have a boss in the building.
Major
Don't
boss.
start.
Major.
We got a legend in the building.
We have a lady of all trades.
Definitely.
I gotta go.
He's a chef, he's a friend, he's a boss, entrepreneur,
manager, everything.
creator,
Right.
Everything.
Helping
Celebrity.
musicians and
sister.
All right,
Just
y'all.
helping
What up, y'all?
everybody.
We had a CEO support this already in the building.
Doing too much.
hey, that's what we do.
She brought
We have Miss Lovely
What's up, y'all?
Amanda's in the
I'm
building.
Look, I was so excited. I came last week. Okay.
Miss Amanda was in here last week. I was like, no, not this week.
It was my bad. He got
Not this
got
week.
slapped up for it. It was my fault though.
Right.
Daniel got slapped. And I'm not gonna say
It was my fault. My bad, yo. Look, I apologize. She can slap me. I'll take it back for you. She really did slap him.
Miss,
I was like, no, it's my fault.
yeah. Miss Amanda brought some treats for us today.
Yeah,
We got some cornbread and coffee.
Yeah.
Hey, cornbread.
We got cornbread and coffee.
You know I'm old, right? I'll be sitting on the porch eating cornbread and coffee.
I thought my cornbread was good, but man, she just knocked my socks off.
If Aisha said her cornbread was good, and Amanda, that's a big deal right there. This lady could cook.
Yeah, we eating good today. We got cornbread and coffee. And we also got the meal of the week.
Yes.
Good eating today. Good eating today.
I mean, you guys can take the cornbread home. I want to. What we eating for lunch?
Most definitely.
That's
So,
a surprise.
I can't wait.
Miss Amanda,
I'm excited to be here.
you are excited to be here. You was excited last week.
Look, how many interviews do you see me do?
Not many. Yeah.
Not many,
We
no.
don't. Yeah.
You do the interviews.
Right.
Yeah,
You do the interviews.
I'm you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's it's kind of messed up that people don't, just like Blaze was saying, he don't
Yeah.
get interviewed.
Yeah, Blaze,
people
we're
people don't interview the people who are taking care of everyone out here.
we are interviewing the people that don't get interviewed
right.
over here. We're switching the roles.
That's
Well,
right,
I think that people feel like they can't approach us. That's why.
man. Wow.
It's not about us not doing interviews. It's
Mhm.
about people don't ask, and when you ask, we show up.
Mm-hmm.
That's a part of what we do. We support
Right.
people. Like
Right.
that's support district radio. We show up.
Right.
We
That's
show
what
up,
it's
so-
about. It's all about support, baby.
We're definitely. And we are a part of Support District
Of
Radio.
course,
Definitely.
family.
We are SDR.
Definitely.
Miss Amanda, we want to know your story.
Oh Lord,
We want
We don't have that
wanna
much
know your
time.
story. We
which
wanna
part
know
of
your
it?
Beginnings,
Oh Lord,
your then, your nows.
I told you I didn't want to cry today, Daniel.
we got napkins, we got coffee.
Yeah.
We
got shoulders to cry.
Yeah, we got some napkins and all that.
Got
So-
many shoulders.
Are you originally from Phoenix or Arizona
No,
State?
I'm from a little country town in Lakeside, California, in San Diego County.
Ooh,
Wow.
San Diego.
Okay.
Mhm.
Didn't know that.
I love San Diego.
We love
Man, it's
San Diego.
beautiful.
San
I love
Diego.
it too.
It
It's
is,
beautiful and got good food.
Definitely.
and the weather is just beautiful.
I just don't let her pick the hotels when we go anymore.
You know
Yeah, I kind of screwed that up the first time we went.
you messed that up.
Yeah, I
Fucked
messed that
it
up.
Right.
Most definitely. So you from San Diego?
Mhm.
How long you been out here in Arizona?
16 years.
16 years.
Wow.
A long time.
That is a long time.
Mhm.
Goodness
Getting up
gracious.
there. Everybody, it looked like everybody been out here for a long
Yeah,
time.
when we
now.
moved here, there was no
I've been about
traffic.
that.
You know what I mean? There was no people. There was no people yet.
No.
Buckeye wasn't even a city.
Right.
It was a town. The
How'd
town.
you get so
Okay.
popular in 16 years like that? You become a boss. How you built the
I didn't
empire in
even.
16 years?
I didn't. I did. It wasn't even 16 years. We really started in 2010.
Mm.
2010.
But you were doing stuff before that. I mean, you were helping musicians out and trying to help.
Yes.
people
Well,
get
Yes.
Yes, I was a manager first before I was doing radio or anything
And
like
Who
that.
were you managing? I think I remember. What was his name?
Oh, you want to go all the way back
Yeah.
to the
You wanna go back?
beginning?
Right,
You want to know the first artist?
All right,
you named?
Bobby. Okay, Bobby Benson, Big Mav.
There you go. I remember that.
Man, that was a long, famous
time.
Sam's, yo.
Definitely.
Famous Sam's. That's where I met him. That's where
Yeah.
my music career started at Famous Sam's. Isn't that so
And what
crazy?
made you decide to start managing him and helping him out to get his self known?
Well, realistically, I went to this dive bar, Famous Sam's, because my
I remember.
homeboy, it was like a rock night, right?
Right.
And it was all skinheads, tattoos, all of that, right? And I see Bobby get up there and just spit like, I don't give a who's here. I'm doing my job, right?
Yeah.
The only black dude in the building. And I owned a commercial cleaning company when I first started here. That's what I started. I started as teaching, and then I was doing that. I was like, I've always owned my own business.
That's
so
cool.
I was doing that. So I had my little business card.
Mm-hmm.
And when Bobby got off the stage, I was like, yo, you don't know me. I don't even know what I'm doing. But look, I think I can help you. You know what I mean? And 2 months later, we were booked for the Dub Car show, opened up for Ice Cube, and then it just started. It started fresh. Like I have never touched an artist in my life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I learned so much from Bobby in the industry. And then when we were at the Dub Car show, I met Trill from Trill Talk Radio. Okay. And he's from Texas. And he was doing his thing. So he's like, you should be on the radio. And I was like, all right, bet, let's try it. You know what I mean? Like, whatever. So we started Lovely and the Boys.
Okay. And the Boys. Oh.
And it was a hit. Yeah. Of course.
Get the clap. Let me get a clap.
Of course. Shout out to Ruth. Shout out to Oblaze One, the Boys. You know what I mean? We had a great time. We started interviewing like porn stars, and it was very Howard Sternish, but we didn't have the visuals. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it was too, Youth had just got out of jail. Oblaze is always high, and I was at the time. I didn't smoke. I was at the house. Like I had this little studio in the back of my house where we did the station from, and I did one show once a week. And he's like every month. It was like, can you do another show? Then I was like 5 days a week.
Oh wow.
We they wanted to pick us up for Sirius Radio.
Wow.
But they didn't want the boys.
Oh.
And so I turned it down. And I was like, no, that's not what we do.
Right.
And if you take me, you take the team. Right.
Yeah,
so so we passed on it. And
yeah, see that's the caring side of it. You always caring.
Right.
Yeah.
And then after that, Trill asked me to run the station. He had some stuff going on, personal stuff. And he's like, I need you to run the station. So I took it and I ran it and did amazing, and then he had some stuff going on. He's like, I'm shutting it down.
Wow.
I was like, yo, it's like 3 years of my life I poured into this.
Right.
And you have to understand at the time, I was going through my last stuff with cancer and all that in the middle of all this. And I had 2 small babies at home. Like my kids were little. So I was like, I'm putting my energy and everything into this while I'm struggling over here. And I'm trying to take care of these kids and their dads. And like, it's, you know what I mean? A lot. And I was working, of course. And so after that, Bobby came back to me, Music and Mischief Radio. I want you to do the program directing. Cool. I did that, got him all set up. And then that was over. And then everyone's like, when you gonna get back on the air? What's going on? Like, come on, we missed the show. It was dope. Like, and at that point, okay, I was doing club promotion at that time. So I had Get It In promotions, right? We had Get It In girls. We were doing passing out Get It In condoms. Like we were club promoting. You know what I'm saying? Going in Tempe. Shout out to DJ Myth. He knows we used to promote clubs back in the day. Me, him, and Rick. That was it. Like we just were out there, and his wife would bartend. He would be the DJ and on the mic, and we were promo, and we were pushing. So I was doing that in radio. And I just said, like, I'm not going to ever do radio again unless I own it.
Right.
Because it's not fair to the people that are working with you for your vision to stop.
And
if I commit to you, this is a marriage. Right. And y'all know this, Tita and Daniel know this. If I commit to you, it's a marriage. Right. I'm in it for real.
Yeah.
I don't waste my time. And I don't give false promises. Like if I say I rock with you, I rock with you. That means to a default, if it makes me put myself in a bad position, to help somebody because I said I would, I'm going to do it.
Right.
Because if I can't be a person of my word, what do I have?
Right.
I wouldn't be able to do what I've done over the years in the city without being able to be honest with people and say, look, I did what I said I was going to do. Plus some.
And definitely inspiration to a lot of people. You can expand support district. Was it My Radio
Chicago,
right? Yeah.
So after everything was over, me and Chief was in Maryville, sitting on the porch, smoking a blunt, having our conversation. Look, Chief and I saw each other every day. We lived less than a mile away from each other, so I was on his way somewhere every day. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
shout out to Chief.
That's my ace. For real. Y'all don't even know. But we were chilling on the patio, smoking a blunt, and we having conversation like, what you about to do? I'm like, look, I got a plan.
Right.
And it was that moment of like, if I speak this, I gotta do it. Because now I'm accountable for my words to you, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you hold your secrets in, these are the things I want to do, it's never gonna happen. Why do you think people say you have to speak to the universe what you want to come out?
That's real.
The thing is, if there's nobody holding you accountable for it, it doesn't matter.
That's real.
That's why we got to release it, right?
Right.
So once I release this information to you, now I'm held accountable because you know where my potential lies.
Right.
So I told him, we about to do this. And I'm talking about national, this is how big we're going to go. This is what we're going to do. He's like, yo, I ain't doing none of that shit. I said, yes, you are, Chief. You love me. We going to do this shit.
Right.
I ain't doing that shit. I was like, all right, cool. Bet. Fast forward like 3 years later, Chief's changing a light bulb in the warehouse or some shit. He's like, I told you I didn't want to do this shit. I was like, yeah, but we in here, you know. But he's loyal.
Yeah.
And he's a man of his word.
Definitely.
Yeah. That was it. I never wanted to create something, that we could lose.
Mm-hmm.
The reason I build slow and I build like I'm pretty like I watch people, not just their actions, but their words, their ambition. I like to sit down. That's why people know, like, I want to have a conversation with you. Mm-hmm. Just one conversation with me, please. And you guys know you've had the conversation.
We had multiple conversations.
Right.
Once we have the conversation, now you know who I am.
Right.
I'm transparent.
Mm-hmm.
If you can't on any level rock with me on what we really trying to do, it's not about entertainment. It's not about radio. That's why I say it's more than radio, because this is just the platform to what we trying to do, right? This gives us, I can touch more people and say, shit's fucked up out here, yo. Yeah. For real.
Right.
And we got to do something about it. And if we got to be the media that does something about it, because nobody else cares that much. Mm-hmm. And they have a separate agenda. It's not about money to me.
Right.
My partners out here that y'all know, they know it's not about money to me. And they respect it. They don't always understand it because they're like, what you mean you don't care about the bag? And I'm like, the bag, yo.
Right.
Who did you change?
Right.
Yeah.
Did you change yourself? Where are you at in your life?
Mm-hmm.
If we're not doing something, we're not standing for something, why are we here?
Right.
Yeah, you impact the community a lot. You know, you have the Hydrate for the Homeless.
Right.
You have also the Woman Influence Group that I know.
It's so amazing.
Part of. Yeah.
No, so amazing.
These women are
the Pillow Talk.
The Pillow Talk.
Yeah.
Pillow Talk nasty.
Hey, we're multidimensional humans. Okay. We're not just about just the community. We gotta be we do have fun. The thing that's the whole point. Like, it's to understand that we can be ourselves. You know, and everybody that walks in SDR knows. Mm-hmm. I could be myself while I'm here. We're gonna clown on you regardless.
Right.
So you might as well be yourself, right? Because it's funnier that way.
Well, I mean, I was thinking, it's huge that we know you're not rich. And you take all your time and you spend all your moments trying to help people. And that's amazing. And I wanted to get a round of applause for all the time that you spend.
Appreciate it.
You know what I'm saying? Because you don't have to do that. Hydrate the homeless and all the other things that you do, and giving all these people a platform to be able to have their comedy or whatever they're doing to be on the air. And you help a lot of people. And we had a couple of her people that she helped out on the King Kong. I know he's
my
a part
guy.
Of station,
he was just on the station in Chicago yesterday.
Right,
Yeah, I saw that. Yep.
I was
Right.
like, that's my dude. Because I was like, yo, you're in Chicago? Hit up Nino. Let's get you in the studio. You know what I mean? Like, that's our family.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
So how did you get connected with the Chicago situation and be able to get all that?
Okay, so when we decided to start the radio station after the talk with me and Chief, right? Antoine from Lovely and the Boys came and was like, yo, I got someone I want you to talk to. He's interested in the idea that you told me about the radio station. I was like, cool. And he's in Chicago. It will really be beneficial, whatever. So I got on the phone with Nino. Nino, shout out to Nino Corleone, Support District Radio, My Radio
Nino.
Chicago.
Yeah.
So I talked to Nino, I think for like 3 or 4 hours on the phone. And they just randomly met while Nino was out here on some event or whatever, right? And they met up at a hotel. They were recording, and that type of shit was happening. So they met like that, and they were like, yo, like, he would be beneficial to the station. I was like, all right, bet. So you know me, when I'm connected with you, like it takes a lot for me to be like, I ain't fuck with you or whatever.
Right,
like
right.
It does take a lot.
Y'all know.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Okay. Y'all know. Like I'm not someone who burns bridges. I'm not someone I give chances. As long as your heart is in it, I'm cool. Like
You're like the mother.
look, we all mess. This is the thing. But reality is we all mess up.
Right.
We all talk shit. We all do dumb shit. And now what?
Right.
Do you love me still or not?
Right.
Because if the love is real, you're gonna love me regardless.
Right.
I don't have to like what you do, and I don't have to be around it, but I'm gonna love you through it. And when you get yourself together, we right here.
Right.
We're
Right.
family.
Right.
That's just how it is. So, 3 hours, 4 hours on the phone with Nino, tell him this is the plan, right? And Nino's like, bet. You know what I mean? Like, he told me his ideas. He told me what he could do.
Yeah.
Cool. And I said, just be ready, because when I make the phone call, I'm gonna be ready to move.
Okay.
Right? That's how I move. I'm a Capricorn. I need facts and information. This is how we move. We're strategic, and it's logical. So, cool. 2 years later, My Radio Phoenix launches. Sport District Radio opens. 5-year anniversary Trinity Promotion Solutions. I called Nino the next day.
Yeah.
Or no, I called him the day because I wanted to launch the same day. I was like, we're about to launch. You ready? He's like, no, boss, I only need like a year. And I was like, yo.
So you need a year.
I said, all right, bet. So they have their anniversary is the same as us. It's just a year later.
Oh, a year later.
So
okay.
he called me a year later, like, okay, I'm ready. This is what they did. When Nino comes for the festival, y'all need to get him on the air.
Okay.
You know why? Because I want him to tell his story.
Okay.
Because his story is rough.
Okay.
Like how he started My Radio Show. Like we started this together, but he was there.
Right.
He had to do the work. I was just all the logistics, all the legalities, all the money is in place. Okay, now I just need you to go do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? He'll tell you the first show we ever did when he launched My Radio Chicago, it was in a hotel room that he wasn't supposed to be at.
Yeah.
Okay, so like that story, and then it tells you like this is where we come from.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is not about entertainment for us.
Yeah.
Oh, that's dope.
It's a different grind.
Yeah.
It's a different grind. You know what I mean?
Definitely. I almost had Amanda almost became my manager when I was doing music.
Really?
Oh yeah.
How did that fall apart?
I got the inbox. Amanda inboxed me and said, "Do you have a manager?" That was
a long time ago,
yeah.
yo.
I had a stupid manager at the time.
Oh yeah.
We don't need to speak who it was or anything, but
I remember.
I should have just dropped dude right there when I got that inbox. You know what I mean?
I was managing J Rob at the time.
You were managing J Rob at the time, yeah. And
I was trying
not to mess with that dude in the first place.
Look,
that's what you get.
Look, I was at that time. I think I was managing J Rob,
and I think it was Kitty
K
at the time too. Yeah.
So this was me. I was trying to build my roster, right?
Yes.
And then at the end of the day, I was like, I ain't doing management anymore, and I'm still managing. But it's just you know why I manage. To be honest, it's not about loving the management. I don't like none of it.
Yeah, because it's tough.
I don't like it.
Right.
It's rough. It's a really hard job because people feel like their careers ride on you, but it don't have nothing to do with me. It has to do with you.
Right.
I can't work harder for this than you. This is your dream. I'm just here to manage what you got.
Right. And everybody thinks they're superstars, and the manager is not doing what they're supposed to be doing to make them you're the superstar, so that you're the blame of everything. So that's a tough job. I wouldn't do it.
Well, and they expect you to be they expect you to be their bank too.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
And their booking agent, and now their legal advisor, and their mama. Did you pack my what?
I'm not your assistant.
No, you know what I'm saying? So it becomes this imbalance when there's not clear communication. Okay. So we have an announcement coming up soon about someone we're managing that y'all know. It's a big deal.
Okay.
Currently we still, I'm still supporting and advising Rockadopoulos.
Yeah. Okay.
That's my guy.
Yeah.
That's my brother. And that's family. So it's a different situation. It's not about
We Shine.
Right.
Yeah. Shout out to him and David James. Right now, he just relocated again. He's in Colorado, so we're working on some stuff in Colorado.
Shout out David James.
And someone else.
Someone else.
Someone else.
Do I know who this someone else is?
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It's a beautiful thing. But no, I think at the time I was trying to build my roster, and I was like, DanYo's tight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I messed that up,
man. And
this,
don't forget coffee don't forget we managed Teddy Beard too. Shout out to Teddy Beard.
Shout out to Teddy Beard.
That's my guy, funny. Y'all need a comedian or a host, hit me up.
No, definitely.
But yeah, like management was it's what started me, and I think that when whatever starts us in something, we always hang on to, because that's that, like, I wouldn't be doing this without this.
Right.
But now I only manage people that I care about. And people like, oh, you got to keep no, I don't work the same. Right. And I have to understand I can only work in my own wheelhouse. I can't operate the way you operate, because that doesn't work for me.
Right.
You do so much. You juggle a lot. You're from the radio station, then you're managing, and you have your children.
Homeschooling.
Homeschooling too. Oh my! See?
Wow.
Yeah. We're building we're building a youth program called Urban Arts Academy.
Okay.
And it's beautiful. We
do
bought some land up north already. We will be building a camp up there.
Wow.
Like, we have a lot of stuff going on that even our people don't know about. It's just, they're like, why she's gone? She always busy. Like, I'm really out here hustling for something better than what we got right now. So when you guys are done, you're like, I want to retire. I want to get out of here. Like, your family. Oh, look, there's a little corner lot of land right there. You can go put a house right there, yo. And you don't even have to worry. Like, 3 hours north, no bills. Like, this is my mind. Like, I'm not on the same stuff as everybody else. I don't care about cars. I drive a pickup truck. You know what I'm saying? Like, my focus is, what are we doing this for if we can't change our lives? Right. You want to do this every day for the rest of your life? Yeah, we love doing what we do, but I don't want to do it for the rest of my life.
Right.
And I sure want to have something to give my kids. My kids got land for Christmas. We don't do things the same. You know what I'm saying?
Well, hey, that's what we all need to be focusing on.
No, but for real, like, we have a different focus. You know what I'm saying? We have to look, regardless of what you believe, what religion you are, whatever, we're here to love and serve one another, right? And we can't, it doesn't say I have to like you.
Right.
I don't have to like you to serve you, and I don't have to like you to love you. But if I so in service to you, whether it's money or not, it's an act of love. So you're receiving love from me regardless if I like you or not.
Right.
And that service that we do together brings us together as a community.
Wow. Yeah, and love, that's definitely something that brings the community together. And it's something that really we don't talk about that often, you know what I'm saying? And helping each other out. I don't think that the hip hop community talk about those things. And
no, because they talk about, I made it on my own. I'm self-made. Like, no, you're not. Nobody's self-made, yo. Nobody. Everybody helped you somewhere. At some point, someone was like, yo, let me give you $5 to get home. Let me give you a taco because you ain't ate in 2 days. Like, whatever it is, like, somebody helped you because they saw something in you. Or you would have never touched the stage ever.
Like I said, I mean, I know when I used to do the Lyricist Lounge, and I always want to do my own show. You came to me and Tita too. Go do it. And we were hesitating. And
she saw the vision before the vision.
Yeah, basically, and we still were slacking. And then definitely Dip and Aisha definitely helped us. get it popping.
Yeah,
So now look at us. We're all family right here.
mm-hmm.
And you guys are doing amazing. And look, this is the thing. People think
this cornbread is delicious. I ain't gonna
Man.
I took a little piece like this.
He hella late.
No, I didn't want to, I'm greedy. So I'm trying to hold back. I took a little, when I was off the camera, I took a little piece. I was like,
it's bomb, right? It's
really
really
good.
look, it's good with the coffee too. I'm not gonna lie.
So
this coffee is it's already almost gone.
Tiffany ain't got nothing on your cornbread.
We got treats. I'm about to get 10 pounds today, dude.
I have 3 slices. I don't even know. I don't count.
I think it's important for other people to see, okay, the reason why team building publicly, you know how I am, like we team build on stage. That's our team building.
Right.
Why? Because it brings us together. It shows us how to work with one another with a clear flow, right? You know your job, I know mine.
Mm-hmm.
I know your job. So if you can't do your job, I can step in.
Right.
But I'm going to stay in my lane until you show me that you're in distress and I need to come help you, right? Like I'm cool. That's how we operate. Like every festival, every event that we do, our merger events, they're so fun, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's a lot of work that goes behind those events, and all of our staff is like, let's do it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like even when we do verse, you guys do verse versus verse, right?
Yeah.
Like we show up as a family, like we're here to do whatever you want. You know what I mean? When Archie does Archie and Friends, we all show up.
Yeah.
It's a family situation. The reason those team buildings are so important to us, and we have our SDR family dinners where we do game nights and all that stuff. Shout out to Johnny Jones. When we do that, it builds team because the understanding of I need you to care about one another.
Right.
Because one day, what if I'm like, yo, I don't want to do this no more. I need to know that you guys can, you got it.
We can hold it down.
Right.
Like you got it. Like here, you can have my shares, whatever. I don't care. But this is I didn't build this for me. I built this for you guys. So we have something that has our voice.
Right.
Nobody's letting us have our voice in the same way. You know that. So when we step on the air there, even you like, hey, I want to do a special interview at the station. Cool. Run it. Whatever you want to do.
Right.
It's not an issue. If you're willing to put the work in, who am I to say no? Right? You're not asking me to do the work. You're asking me to open the doors.
Right.
Have the fucking keys. Like just do the work. As long as you do the work in a positive manner and you're bringing people closer together, then I'm with all of it. You know what I mean?
What's your final destination for your radio station? Do you want it to be? Do you want to become FM radio?
No.
You don't. You
FM radio
online?
will phase out eventually.
You think so?
The only you have to think longevity. Look at how much advertising we've lost in FM radio. And I love FM radio because it's in our cars. But now all the old cars are leaving and all the new cars are coming in. It's all Bluetooth, it's all satellite, it's all everything else, right? Where are we going?
Right.
You're not going to have a FM radio in your car anymore. You're still going to have to go to the internet to tune into FM.
Right. Yeah.
So why am I going to go to FM if Sirius or the internet or the Facebook is providing more of what I'm looking for?
Right.
I'm looking to find people that are like-minded. That's it.
Wow.
I want to touch everyone, but at the same time, I want like-minded people to gravitate to us because I know that once they come to us, it's not about the radio anymore. It's about they see the vision of what we're doing in the community, right? So if I'm in Chicago, we do Hydrate the Homeless in Chicago, and we also, hey, I just saw you guys doing Hydrate the Homeless in Phoenix at the same time. Yeah, we reaching our cities at the same time. It's going to bring some type of awareness to why are we the only ones? Why are we the only ones willing to put the work in when the governors, everyone in the Supreme Court, the police, they complain about the same things we complain about in our city, but they're not touching it because it brings them money, right? But it brings us poverty. So what are we doing? We have to flip the scales. We have to find the people who are willing to put the work in so that we have more people than they have.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's definitely.
If you look at civilization, there's more civilization than there is authority.
Right. Definitely.
So why are we not balancing our scales?
Making me right with the Warriors. Say there's more of us than the police out here, you know. So yeah.
That's the whole point. Like, and it's about not just building the community, but protecting the community. Okay, we're the men.
Right.
Yeah. No offense, y'all, but the men are not showing up.
No, a lot of them are.
They're not showing. I'm a woman. They're not showing up.
Most of the givers and people who donate and give are
not. It's not even just the giving. I don't care if you give. You don't even have to touch a water bottle. Period. You don't have to lift a finger.
Right.
When she's in front of you handing out food to the homeless, you need to be right next to her, making sure she's safe doing her job.
Right.
Period. Where are the men?
Right.
We're not asking you to serve. We're asking you to protect.
Right.
There's a big difference.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
So that's why I'm saying show up. It's not about that. It's about how can I do my job if I got 6 dudes behind me looking at my ass, saying nasty comments.
Right.
These guys got knives. Whatever. We're out here in the streets serving the homeless. This is not a pretty place to go.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so when we see needles on the ground and people getting stabbed and you got your women out there doing this on their own, where are the men?
Right.
Your children are out there serving and you're at home. What are y'all doing?
Right.
Right.
Like, what, you know what I'm saying? That's my part. Like, you don't have to do nothing but show up and protect. Well, let us do our job.
Okay.
We're women, we're nurturers. We want this to come to fruition, but we can't do it if I'm scared to do it.
Right. Right.
Yeah,
That's
it
true.
definitely was tough to go out there. I remember when I started a little charity or whatever, and we did our first event. I was like, I'm not going out there without men. So I had Damon get all his male friends together, and they came out with us and helped us do it. But I definitely wasn't going out there without some type of male protection to go out there with me, because it's definitely, it's a lot more homeless men.
For sure. And they're aggressive. And they have nothing to lose, y'all. Nothing. They at the bottom. They got nothing to lose. You know what I'm saying? So if they think they can pull something on you and gain something, they with the shit. So don't play. Like, these women, there are kids out there with us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They know, like, they're doing it. I'm walking where we don't drive to go meet them in their tents to make sure that they're okay. Because we've had to literally, like, cool people off with water and rags and give them water before they die. Like, we really out here. So when it's 120 degrees, yes, I got somebody behind me with a pistol. Why? Because I have to be able to serve my purpose and not feel like I'm not protected.
Right. Right.
And that's what it is. Like, so that was my biggest issue this year with Hydrate the Homeless was
not enough men coming out.
We had a grip of women. You know, with women of influence, you already know. We were like, all right, it's time. Let's get it together.
Right.
And we show up and we bring our kids and we're ready.
Yes.
Where's the men?
Right.
The only men that come are the men that work with the station.
Right. And that's not a whole lot. So yeah, when you guys start up next year, we'll make sure we get the player men coalition.
Right.
Get them out there,
the men squad gonna come out.
Yeah,
and get them. Me and DanYo will be out there.
Well,
you know.
But like think even when it's not Hydrate the Homeless, even when it's not a charity situation, right? Think about this. Like, us women, we go to the bathroom together. We hold our keys in our hands when we leave in the parking lot because we don't know if we're going to get it to our car safely sometimes. But you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all don't have to do that.
Right.
Y'all don't have to do that.
No, this smart that women.
But if a man, look, men, if you're at a club, you don't have to want the woman. You don't even have to think she's pretty. But say, if you really believe in community, hey sis, let me walk you to your car so you're safe.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
As a gentleman, you can explain to her, I'm not trying to holler at you. I just want you to make sure you get to your car safe. Right. You would understand how much more respect women would have for men out here if y'all were protecting us more. If we felt protected and honored, we would respect you. Women are not respecting men because we don't feel protected. You're not doing your job, so we're not doing ours. We follow who, come on, y'all.
Right.
Men are supposed to be in at the head, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Y'all can fight me if you want to. That's how I feel.
No, facts.
But you already know Facebook and be, oh, women, we queens. Yeah, we queens, but we ain't shit if we don't have a king. Whether the king is with us or not, he's there to protect the kingdom.
Right.
Right? If we don't have no protection, we out here just hoping somebody fuck us up. It's not gonna work. Like, we have to make sure that we're protecting one another.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
Has there been what roadblocks have you been encountered building everything with all all the things you do?
I would say people want me to change how I do business to suit their mindset. And that's a constant. I've had close friends come into the station and be like, yo, I can make you $1 million right now.
Right.
And I'm like, yeah, that's cool. But will it change the energy?
Right.
He said, most definitely. I said, then no, because it's not about the money. The money will come. But when you step into this building, this energy needs to be this energy. And that's why it's here. That's why when you walk in there, it's not like everywhere else.
Right. People over money. Yeah, that's a good way to look at things, man. And it's definitely tough nowadays. Definitely tough.
Well, I think we all go through enough stuff in our lives when we want to walk into a place where we can freely be creative and be ourselves and not feel judged and feel at peace. You don't even know how many people that we know collectively, Daniel, has slept on my couch in the office or in the warehouse or like, and it has nothing to do with not having a place to go. It has to do with sometimes you just don't want to go home. You want to be in this place of peace. And I just need a break. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it's a nice feeling to have. That's why I said you can never take that and turn this into this uptight corporation. Yeah, we will have rules and regulations just like everywhere else because it has to protect the business as protecting the people.
Right.
But the strictness of how things are run has always been this way for a reason. And, you know, when people say you need to do that, no, you do that at your business. I see how your business is doing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You can make all the money you want, but everybody you work with talk about you.
Right.
You know, so what's the point? You're not building community like that.
Right.
You know what I mean? You're building division because now you have a whole team that's divided and they don't even know if they want to be with you or not. They trying to go somewhere else, but they waiting for opportunity. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's not how I feel. And I know that everybody at the station feels comfortable to say, like, I am going to leave the station because I got a better opportunity and I appreciate it, but we still family. It doesn't matter if you're here physically or not. You all look at Ken. He's on Icon. Right? That's my family.
Yeah.
He's not going nowhere. No matter who mad at him, no matter who don't like our relationship, no matter what, like he can come back anytime. He knows that because you going over there just means opportunity for you, right? Expansion for us because we're partners with Icon already. It doesn't matter. But respect is he came to me first. Justice came to me. Blaze came. We had a conversation. And it's the same thing I feel like with anything going on with us. I speak to our partners in the industry.
Right.
We all know what's going on before the people come to us. So there's no backbiting in this side of the business for us. It's not a competition. It's a networking.
And that's
everybody on the same page.
Exactly. Well, one thing is with us, you know, we're support district radio. We'll also get played on Icon Radio, but all the things that you did to help, you know, DanYo&Tita, the brand in general, I felt like it's only right that, you know, I communicate with you on everything that's going on. You know what I'm saying? So that's I didn't want to jump shift, you know, go to another team or something. No, I'm support district. I want to stay with support districts.
Right.
I want to build as much as I can. You know, my input as much as I can with it. So definitely. I thank you for letting us be part of the sport district.
It's been amazing. You guys have grown so much. I remember when they were like, oh, you know, I don't know if we're going to do some more videos. I'm like, yeah, I better do some more videos. And look, because I started having, my daughter loves food. So she started watching them. And I'm like, screenshotting her watching it. I told you, y'all need to do more videos because she really watches your show.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's something where she can watch and tune in and get perspective and understanding. And she loves food. You know what I'm saying? So she be watching all the food reviews that they do. So I'm like, look, she's on your channel. Favorites, sharing, all that. She loves it. So when I showed Tita, she's like, oh my God.
I was like, oh my God.
Most definitely.
She loves it.
Baby Jesus is in the building too.
Hey.
Baby Jesus is in the building. Yeah, shout out to Baby Jesus. Your hair look like Baby Jesus too right now. Man. So,
I wouldn't be able to do a quarter of what I do without him.
Oh yeah.
Period. He helps homeschool the kids. He runs all the programming. He runs all the graphics, all the marketing. Like I can't even tell you how much he does because it's so much.
That's dope.
But we make a great friggin' team. Like we
That's
really,
most definitely.
boom, boom. It's easy.
Right.
Baby Jesus is our secret 6-member of the DanYo&Tita podcast. I'll be asking them questions all the time.
Yeah, since we don't have Nate.
Yeah,
the great today.
Right. You know what? Hey, I'm gonna ask the audience, what y'all learned today? I don't know. That's all I got to say.
What you learned?
Y'all learned
today?
something today, for real. That was dope. That's dope. That's deep.
You already know I'm like.
That's
it's hard
deep.
for me not to go there. That's just who. Look, I'm sorry.
No, that was.
I'll be taking it.
No, I love it. I love it. So we're gonna do this before we get into the game. You're gonna play a game with
Oh
us.
Lord.
I want you to give us, because you're deep in Phoenix, Arizona itself. Give us your top 5.
Oh shit.
No.
Top 5.
Top
Do that
5.
to me, bro.
Arizona.
Why you gotta do that to me?
Top 5
Give me
Arizona.
let me on my phone. Let me text some people real quick. Don't be mad at this conversation.
Hey, you ready? Hey, all right.
Top 5.
Top 5
yo.
Arizona.
In Arizona.
Yeah, Arizona.
Yeah.
Bringing always a can of worms.
This ain't that big as y'all.
I love all y'all.
Look,
Okay.
I still ain't got it out yet. Look.
I love you so much. And I rock with all y'all, play all y'all music. Okay.
Right,
Shout out to Marlon and Chief.
Yeah.
Top
Top 5 Arizona woman of influence.
Ooh, I thought you were gonna say artist. yo.
Nah.
You had me in my feelings.
No one want to answer that.
I was
She was like,
I was counting in my head like
I want y'all to know I love y'all before I say these names.
Right.
Hey, almost had an anxiety attack.
My man didn't know where I was going with it.
Don't want to be on the local
You
rapid
always
fast
get
side.
everywhere.
Right.
Top 5 women.
Woman of influence in Arizona.
Maria from Bravo for sure. She's my mentor.
Definitely
She's
sponsor over at Support District, right?
yes. Not just a sponsor, they're family to us
Family.
too. They've been rocking with us before. You know, like they did all of our stuff when I managed J Rob. They still rocking with J Rob.
Wow.
Shout out to Cosmic Cadence when
Shout out
when we started back. He introduced me to Adam at an event. He was like, just show up, introduce yourself, whatever. And then we sat down and had a meeting. Everything has just been a great relationship from there.
Shout out to Cosmic.
Margot, of course. What is her name now? Blair? Is it Margot Blair now? She just got married. Congratulations. I don't know her last name yet. I have to say, I went to her last conference. It was phenomenal. Opened up a lot of opportunities for my daughter because my daughter goes to the conferences with me.
Okay.
And anything that we do with women of influence, you know, we make sure that we have these women that I speak of are all included. Like I don't move in the city without talking to the head of who these women are, because the importance of staying on the same page, right? We're a network. We're not in competition, right? Like all of us love one another, support one of people. Oh, aren't you jealous or aren't you for what?
Right.
Like she touches a different level of women.
Your
I'm dealing with women from the streets, from prison. I'm
Right.
dealing with those women. I'm dealing with women who need help on living before we can get them as an entrepreneur. We got to get them right first, right? So that's me. She's handling the entrepreneurs, and that's a beautiful thing. Tiffany. Okay, so I want to say Tiffany Shoulders, I appreciate you. I'm adding her into this for a big reason, because this year she stepped in and took over Purses with Purpose. And she's running all of the clothes, the all of the donations that come in. She handles all that.
Wow.
I will have to say she took the biggest stress off of me, because it's a lot to take in and then have to run these events and do fundraisers and all that. And now that she's in that position, like she's just flourishing and she's amazing.
Shout out to Tiffany and her husband. They're
For
great.
sure.
All right.
Oh,
We met them a couple of times.
Jermaine, yeah. They're amazing. And he does I Manifest on Support District Radio also. Yeah.
I'll check that out.
Yeah. We're talking about deep.
Yeah. Maybe some knowledge. I'm like,
real information, for real. But look, For real. Who else? Okay. I need my phone now. I gotta. Roxy Taylor.
Shout out to Roxy.
I know she's in Cali now, but she's back and forth. She's still on Ladies Night. She's still part of Support This Career. Still on contract. She ain't going nowhere. But she not only is like a sister to me, she is the one person. Like, there's certain people that you can talk to about certain things, right?
Right.
It doesn't make the other people less valuable.
Right.
It just makes it different.
Right.
It's a different relationship.
Definitely.
So we say, me and Roxy say we're soulmates because we just seem to be going through a lot of the similar things at the same time and going through these big growth spurts at the same time and focusing on spirituality at the same time. So we link differently and we can tell each other anything and not feel judged and laugh at each other's mistakes. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like that. So she's a huge influence on me.
That's dope.
I
think it's your last one, right?
Yeah. One more. Oh my goodness. Who? I'm trying. There's a lot of people. And I feel like I'm gonna hurt somebody's feelings. Well, because there's a, we work with a lot of women, right? A lot of women. So, I would have to say Amanda Nash.
Amanda Nash.
Okay. What you guys don't know about her is when we first met, she was doing poetry and she was running nonprofit events for a foundation. And I just jumped on and started supporting and helping because I was like, this is dope, right? But she's a part of, there's one other woman I have to mention. Okay, so sorry, you get 6, so I miss one.
You're getting 6 now, y'all.
Yeah. Sorry. So she's always supported anything I did. Right. And when I asked her to be a part of the foundation, she didn't hesitate. She was like, of course. And she's been there, Hydrate the Homeless. She's been connecting us. She's been getting us involved with more women in the industry, connecting us with women in cannabis. Just been overall inspiration, not just for us, but the women in the cannabis industry as well. So it's been amazing. And then I have to say, Christina, she does Breast Cancer Warriors.
Wow.
And she not only shows up to Hydrate the Homeless every Sunday, even through deaths in the family and all of that stuff, but she's really doing things on her side when she's not around us, doing her own thing in the community. So it's just leadership, you know what I mean? And people think leadership is this, someone who's smarter, they can lead. It's not that. Leadership is example. What are you doing? What are you doing? We everything that we do is leadership.
Definitely.
Children, all of the children are paying attention.
Definitely.
So we have to be, in our actions, in our lives, just be a leader in how you live. You don't have to be this great, all these followers. Just be an example of how to live properly. Like, love people, be kind.
Well, that's what you're doing. You're setting an example, and you are definitely a leader in the Phoenix area and Chicago also. So hey, we want to bring you on.
We love y'all
and show you some love because you always showing love to the community.
Definitely.
And let's get to those trivia questions. I think it's what we got. Movie.
What are we
got? Movie.
I don't even watch movies, so I'm gonna be horrible at this.
Yeah, get ready.
Well, it's Arizona. It's movies that was filmed in Arizona, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Movies filmed in Arizona.
So we're doing 5 questions.
5 questions.
So
And then?
your best 3 out of 5.
Bro.
You answer 3.
These are movies.
Okay. And we donate $50 to your charity of choice.
You already know.
Question number 1 is.
We got lifelines. We're gonna be your lifeline.
Oh, good, because I'm gonna need them.
You have 3.
Nah, I don't know no lifeline.
Question number 1. In this 1989 science fiction comedy about Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
I love the movie.
Starred what future Hollywood star?
Keanu Reeves.
Yes.
There we go.
What? You got it.
Who doesn't know? I'm old, y'all.
Oh my God.
That was my, yeah. That in Wayne's World, you know what I'm saying?
We grew up on that shit.
Yeah.
In this 1996 sports film, Cuba Gooding Jr. and Tom Cruise star as athlete and his agent in a critically acclaimed film in the 9th highest grossing film of that year. Name that.
Don't know. I don't know what it is. I know what it is. I don't know the name of
You
it.
don't know it either?
You have three
No, what was the
lifelines.
question again?
Huh?
You have three
What was the
lifelines.
Cuba
All right.
Gooding Jr.
Daniel, you got
and-
this
and
one.
Tom Cruise.
Oh, I know that one.
Yeah, it's a sports movie. You better know it. What is
Yeah.
it?
Oh, you want me to go?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's using
It's,
a lifeline.
It's Jerry Maguire.
Is
Yeah.
it? I wouldn't see. I was like, I know the movie.
Daniel
I don't
got
know the
one.
name of it.
Daniel got one. Does that count?
Yes,
Yeah.
Oh, I don't want to give you no points. I didn't.
Yeah,
I didn't
Where's
wanna
my
give you a
lifeline,
win.
Daniel?
I want to give
Lifeline
you a
to
win.
help.
strict with the game.
I love that. I love that movie.
All right.
Yeah.
Show me the money.
Right.
It's
Question
cool.
3. Starring Nicolas Cage as High Madonahue,
Yeah, something like that.
an ex-convict,
Oh,
in this 1987 crime comedy directed by the Coen brothers, when a kidnapping turned into a fast-paced, high-stakes mission to get the baby back. What is the name of this movie?
Who was the actor?
Nicolas Cage.
Oh my God.
Filmed in
This
Arizona.
is back in Blockbuster days.
Filmed in Arizona.
I knew.
I don't remember the
know
name
who
of
it is,
it.
though.
Arizona
I don't know
is
what
in the
it's
name
called.
is a clue.
You know what movie it is?
I think I know.
You gonna do a lifeline?
No, I don't count it like that.
Am I the only one guessing?
Yeah.
Why? Y'all should guess.
It's not there.
No, you gotta get
So
it.
you.
I don't know.
You could do a full cost of lifeline, or you could do.
Salute.
or
You know,
you could-
you know he
Baby
could be your
Jesus
second
right now,
lifeline.
yeah.
You know which movie it is?
Honey,
You said, I
please.
don't know.
Baby Jesus, 18 years old. You don't know.
You're young.
Yeah, that's a long time ago.
I
The
don't
answer
know.
is Raising Arizona.
Oh man.
Oh, they had
I said
It's
the-
disrespect.
the-
That's
the name.
disrespectful.
Did Dip give you that one?
Look,
I did that.
I should have told y'all. Like,
I
I
knew
did
you.
all of them.
Yeah.
any
Arizona's
kind
in
of
the
look,
name.
any kind of movies that I had to do. Look, I don't know anything unless we film it. Okay, that's not true.
So you
But I'm just not a movie person. I don't watch TV. Like
right.
my TV don't go on unless
Right.
someone's here watching it with me. Like I'm
Right.
not.
What was that? Two out of three?
Yes.
Yeah.
2 out of 3.
Okay.
Next question. This 2007 movie, Jamie Foxx, Jennifer Garner, supposed set in Saudi Arabia, but it was filmed in Phoenix. It is loosely based on a 1989 bombing.
I
Hobart.
don't know this.
What is
Oh.
the name of this movie?
You want another lifeline?
Damn, David, we just watched that movie.
Oh my God.
Who are the actors?
Jamie Foxx.
Jamie Foxx and Jennifer
Yeah.
Gardner.
Yeah,
Yes.
Jennifer Garner.
I know the movie. I don't know the name.
Yeah.
You know what?
You
That's
remember?
it. That's it.
The Kingdom. Yep,
There you
that's
go.
it.
Yeah.
Thank you, baby
Oh my
Jesus.
That's
God,
it.
that's
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Well, that's it. She won.
She
Nah,
got
Amanda got to answer one for herself.
I did. I did.
it.
The first one.
Got lifelines.
Open up
She
the
got the
gates.
first one. You want to answer?
I'm gonna say this: John Blaze is the only one to answer all questions with no lifelines.
No lifelines, nothing.
Yeah, come on, man. I need
What's
you.
the point of having a family if you can't use your knowledge? You know what I'm saying?
All right, so just for the sake, we're going to ask the last question.
No lifelines.
Oh, God.
I'm gonna try. Get my phone.
2010 film starring Will Ferrell
Oh, this one's hard though.
plays Nick Paisley, who was fired from his job of 16 years in this comedy drama that watches his life spiral out of control as he loses everything. What is the name of this movie?
Why
Yeah.
you whispering? You got a hella microphone.
When you go to the Burger
I
King.
can't hear you.
I know.
This is like every corner thing is like.
Hey, dog, did you hear that?
Hey, man.
I was making sure that was the one we was talking about.
I don't know. I have no idea.
Everything Must Go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't
Yeah,
even know. I
that's
don't
it.
think I've seen it.
I'm gonna get.
Yeah, no.
The rest of them I've seen, but I haven't seen that one.
Not many people seen that.
I mean, man. We gonna give you the win, but you really didn't
I didn't
win.
win. I didn't win. Hey.
We're not gonna put you in the Hall of Fame for that one.
Nah. No, you can be strict with me. Don't bend the rules on me. I don't care. I'm just not a. I'm not a TV person. I never have been.
Me and John Blaze have a debatable,
Yes.
but I'll give it to him.
Whatever. You got it.
All right.
Got it.
So Nate the Great's not here.
We miss you, Nate.
Nate's on the beach, chilling in the beach, yeah.
Right.
Without a shirt, maybe.
Yeah, without a shirt.
He was like, I'm gonna call in. I was like,
Twice.
So I told Nate, I said, Nate, send me a video of you doing your sit that down. They didn't send me anything, no audio, nothing.
so we doing one?
So we want Nate to sit the F down.
We gonna need Nate. We gonna need Nate to sit the F down.
Oh. His own kind.
Yeah.
For not sending us anything.
Not sending us nothing.
Yeah.
He said he was.
So we gonna need you to do no Facebook stories for a whole week. Sit the F down, Nate.
Ooh, that's a long time.
Yeah.
That's what he survives on.
I know that he's always on
Right.
Right.
So since we're not there, we're gonna get into word on the streets news.
Bless you.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So let's get to some word on the street news. Baby prenups. You heard about these?
What?
What?
Baby
Prenup for the baby?
for babies.
What you
Baby
mean?
prenup. So if me and Tita had a baby,
Right.
we would have to do a prenup on rules. Like
Oh.
this is what you're responsible for.
It's not a bad idea.
It's
It's
kind of
not a bad idea.
You know.
Like a parent agreement.
Tita will be
Mhm.
Tita will be changing diapers.
for-
I'm in charge of feeding the baby.
for-
Right.
And like
That's
that,
funny.
yeah. That's ridiculous. But there's this thing called baby prenups,
Hey,
and couples are making prenups.
Parental
So
Really?
agreement?
Yep.
really?
Yes,
when you
so-
should just do it automatically.
Right. It's just that when you a parent, you do everything,
So,
not
but-
just certain.
But
things.
you have to be careful because once you sign
This-
that contract, whether you together or
Mhm.
not, you still gotta come feed this
This-
baby.
yeah, this- Baby prenups do not include child support, visitation.
That's the only reason I do it.
The problem, the first problem I
For
would
real.
get is this. Shit changes, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
What if I lose a leg and arm or something? You know what I'm saying? I can't do
No.
that shit no more.
No, I'm not having.
Oh my God! He said
You
his
know what I'm saying?
leg.
What
Oh my
happens?
God.
Yep.
It's true though. That happens in the league.
Right.
He said, "And nom though."
You can, but you can. Yeah, they can take you to.
You can dip, like it was a whole leg.
Right.
Right.
I can't do. I agreed to it, but I lost my leg.
I can't drive the baby around the block
Yeah.
every night.
I believe
Before
in-
put her
But-
to
and
sleep.
you get-
I
you
love
get
it.
I lost my
the-
leg.
Right.
Only
Yep.
good comes up with that.
It's
Yeah.
facts. It's facts.
Right. It's for real.
I believe in having a clear understanding before you have a child. Like these
Yeah.
are the things. This is how we want to raise the
Right,
child
right,
before we have one.
Right.
Instead of just having a baby and trying to figure it out afterwards. Like, oh, what you
Yeah.
like? No, I don't like that.
Right.
I
Well,
don't-
hey, people need to start doing these things before they have sex, really and truly, man. But
Mhm.
hey, what do I
You
do?
can't have a
Before you have
conversation.
sex,
Yeah.
Hey, man, before you start doing all
If you
that,
if you
Before
can't
you
have a
smash.
conversation
Hey.
about
You
what
should.
if I get pregnant after we have sex,
right?
what we gonna
What
do?
we gonna do? If she's if she's into a girl that's like, hey, I'm not into abortion.
yeah.
I don't
Oh,
believe
But
it.
yeah.
before you have sex with this
That's
girl,
fair.
You should know that.
without a condom, you probably should know this. And some guys go into it like, fuck it. but
It's
hey,
going in, right?
Look,
Don't
but
press
now
my
you-
luck.
Now you trapped. You know what I'm
They
saying?
hey, they're not even ready to wear a condom, let alone have a conversation.
So you
So,
better, if you don't want to wear the condom, you better have.
it,
that
it really,
conversation.
For
most
real,
of the
for
time,
real.
it rides on the woman to be like, look, we need to talk.
Yeah.
Because men are visual and physical. They're
And
not,
the women that they're not taking up the situation. So hey,
Yep. Yep.
that's
because they just
probably
want
a
some
good
D
idea.
too. Like,
Right.
really?
So, a man's 15-year sentence has been dismissed after lab results finds the cocaine
was
was
big.
actually powdered milk.
Wow.
Powdered milk.
Oh my
Powdered
God.
milk.
How do they know now?
But
So-
the thing I have a problem when I saw that story is because they can test that shit
On
like,
site.
on
Right,
site.
right away. Yeah.
Like they can put it. It's a little meter. And they put it in. It turns
But
blue. if it
15
turns
years
blue.
ago, did they have that?
They had that a long time ago.
I don't know.
They could take your crack and put it in a little thing.
Yeah,
and,
check
and,
that out.
And all
Well,
this
they got to
stuff.
make their
Yeah,
money.
they make
Yeah,
their
y'all
money.
missing the point.
They
There's-
wanted
they,
this dude.
they wanted it because they make money while he was in
Right.
it.
Yeah.
They don't
But-
make money if there's no bodies in there.
Did he have you bagged? I don't know, man. That's
It's
crazy. I
just-
need to see more into that story.
Yeah. It's,
So why-
it's crazy.
Was the baby powder in a
15 years
Ziploc baggie?
Right, because if you have it in a situation where it looks like in something that's drug like, they still will arrest you.
There's a lot
But-
of things that look like cocaine.
Right, but if
Like
you
the
have it
one lady
bagged
that got
as
arrested
crack, but
for,
it's not crack, you can still go to
yeah.
jail.
So basically, he was probably selling it and it was fake.
Or-
He might, you
Right,
know,
that's what I'm saying.
you've known people
Right.
that like, I'm just gonna make some money real quick.
Right.
I'ma sell them some
Oreo's
fake-
Expensive.
Yeah.
If you look at
If you
it.
sell contraband, you go to jail just as well as you sold real shit. So,
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
A lot of people got locked up off that fake lean
yeah,
for
man.
sure.
Too many fake
New
leans.
Jersey school district can ban students from attending prom for lunch that's over $75.
Wow.
The Cherry Hill School District in New
So
Jersey
stupid.
passed a new policy Tuesday that will allow principals to ban students from purchasing tickets for school dances, proms, and yeah. So if their lunch that exceeds over 75, they can't go to prom.
Right.
There shouldn't be
This
no
is
lunch
why
debt
school
anyway.
lunch should be free.
You say that
Period.
all the time,
This-
man, but
this-
it's taxes. People don't want to pay taxes.
All these
man.
motherfuckers
We-
that's on food stamps,
We
and they can't
already,
get free lunch.
Look at Aisha going.
Not
Yeah,
everybody is on food stamps, love.
yeah, but at the
This
end of the day, we already pay the taxes for school lunches. The money's there. They're just using it for other
money-
things.
The money is being cut back every year because the rich people are sending their children to private schools, and a lot of people are homeschooling their kids. So these schools are not getting the same amount of taxes that they used to get. So they have to allocate what they can for what they have.
Homeschool
And
your
they
children.
are
Homeschool,
cutting.
homeschool.
They are cutting back. They have to
Yep.
cut back. And what's being cut back? Free foods, all the extra activities. You know.
This goes for high schools and middle schools.
Yep.
And they'll ban you from after school events, field trips, and also opportunity to not to purchase your yearbook until they
Damn.
pay that debt.
That's like library fees, but you going to get a warrant for your arrest off these school lunches.
So in August, following their criticism, they
That's
proposed
crazy.
a plan to give students tuna sandwiches to students that owe
God damn.
the money. We can give them tuna sandwiches.
I want no fucking tuna.
I'd rather take PB&J.
I don't want none of that shit. You
Yeah.
gotta give me some motherfucking food.
So in 2000, they're saying 2017.
And then
Really?
they're penalizing the parents for these kids not being able to
Hey,
eat.
they penalize the kids because for the parents.
Yeah. Yeah.
Messed up.
They're saying 2017, the district erased a $25,000 school lunch debt
Right,
that they had. They erased it,
right.
but since then it has risen 18,000.
And no one has stepped up to donate or anything.
Yeah,
for
that's
the
what I'm saying. That's
food.
like donation money.
But
right
see,
there.
that's what I'm saying. No one rich goes to these schools anymore, so they don't get the
Yeah.
donations that they used to get back in the day because people used to care about the public schools.
Okay, but regardless of that, like there's no parent participation either.
True.
And if there was parent participation, then it would be parents being proactive and saying, okay, let's go raise money for the school.
Right. Let's go
But they're
sell some
not.
brownies, cookies,
They're not
whatever.
doing
You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
back then parents were so involved.
PTOs.
You know?
How many
Yeah.
fundraisers do we do as kids?
Right.
Because there's-
Yeah, all the fundraisers.
Every quarter we had a major fundraiser, and it was to bring money for the school. And I just don't see that happening like it used
Yeah.
to.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it doesn't.
California governor signed a bill that will end the lunch shaming and require schools to give them some type of a lunch meal to the students that have not paid their debt.
That's
Right.
good.
Yeah, that's messed up. Like,
California already taxed out the ass. What they gonna raise the taxes? I mean, dude, that's what I'm
Don't
saying,
be
man. It's
surprised.
tough situation.
Yeah,
man.
that's crazy.
They love
It's tough.
Cali, but man,
Yeah.
It's tough.
But that was it was New Jersey and all that. So a nanny who raped an 11-year-old boy and had his baby has been sentenced to 20 years. In
Had
jail.
his baby.
yeah,
Yep.
and the kid is 17 years old now with a 5-year-old son.
Oh my God. Does he have the baby?
wait, what? Wait,
Who has the baby?
I guess
Wait,
I don't know.
like,
So-
I did not hear
They-
that.
So-
Because she says it says she went to jail.
Yeah, she went to jail.
Where the baby at? In the state? The state
so
got the baby.
she was given a sentence after admitting to sexual assaulting the boy over 15 times back in 2014. She became pregnant and gave birth to the victim baby. The boy, now 17, has been left to raise the 5-year-old.
Oh man.
Oh wow.
That's sick.
How you?
The hell's wrong
11?
with you?
Yeah, it's just like girls start puberty.
I thought it was 12. I thought it was 12, 13 though.
No.
For what?
Life
For
has
boys.
changed.
Oh, we start early.
Puberty
10.
at like 7,
Your
we start
8,
early.
9
but,
years
you
old,
know.
just like girls do.
I saw her.
Your parts are
I
starting
didn't
to
think you
work.
could
You're
get
just
anyone pregnant at 11, dog. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, you
I,
get
at 12, I'm like, okay.
If a girl can become pregnant at 11 years old,
Yeah.
a boy can get.
I
a
don't
girl
even think I
pregnant at
did. I don't
11
even
years
think.
old.
Right, that part.
I don't even think I first my first one until I
Oh,
was.
Lord.
12.
We ain't gonna
We're not going there. We're not going there.
we ain't gonna talk about Daniel's life.
Team or Daniel. I think we have enough sexual
We ain't gonna, you know.
anybody
You
else.
said you said you was 11?
12, I think. Yeah.
I was younger than you, brother.
I don't remember.
I was much younger than you
The first time
when I discovered.
when you discovered it, huh?
Yeah.
Your
When
mama
I
didn't find
I
you in the
discovered,
bathroom
he
in the
said, when I
shower, did
discovered
she?
I had a
Nah,
penis. What is this for?
She caught me later on, but
That's funny.
Everybody got caught by their moms once.
So a
Unfortunately.
California woman collected more than 300 plus rats as pets
Ew.
with her in her
Ew.
van.
Rats?
She started off with just 2 rats. Before she knew it, it quickly started multiplying inside her vehicle. Eventually,
She
got
just a
up
big
to-
ass rat,
She
huh?
eventually got up
They
to
think she's a
320
mama or
rats.
something.
Goodness.
So you know,
That's
the
horrible.
neighborhood started complaining.
Of course.
Calling it a rat king.
Yeah, because they could see the rats coming in and out of
Talking
there.
about a cat, crazy cat lady. This is
Yeah.
a crazy rat lady.
That's
So
Did she get any diseases?
the humane society ended up going in there, getting all the rats, removing all the rats from the van.
I
and-
saw this on Hoarders, and this
Mm.
dude had like 50,000 rats in his
Dude,
motherfucking
he sure
crib,
did.
dog.
Yeah.
They was in the walls.
they-
They was in his bed.
They
Yeah.
came out with
Oh,
those
my
big.
They had
goodness.
those
those
small
totes.
roaches the same way. They be like letting them
But 100,
And he was
100
crying like,
throw
my
up.
pets, my
Yeah,
pets, my
for
pets."
get off me.
140 have been put up for adoption, but most of the rats that have been collected are
Adoption.
currently pregnant.
Yeah, these people get rats for pets for some
Yeah.
fucking reason.
I
I get
mean,
mine saved for like a
but these are
I can
like, are these
understand
like
if you had a guinea pig,
wild
a
rats
Rats.
or like
Rats. Yeah.
breeded rats? Because there's a difference.
Right, a lot different.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna go on
Please
couple
go on.
things
I
here.
can't think about bugs or rats no more.
Mhm.
in Levine, shot school football game.
Mm-mm.
Forced evacuations on Friday night. According to Phoenix police, shots were reportedly fired in the area of Betty Fairfax High School near 56 and South Mountain Avenues.
Mhm.
Police said the incident did not happen at the high school and that no injuries have been reported. Suspect taken into custody after active shooter situation south of Yuma. Authorities responded to an active shooter situation south of Yuma Friday night. According to Yuma Sheriff, deputies confronted a suspect near South Avenue B and E County 7th Street. Deputies initially responded to residents in the area on reports of shots fired around 6:30 p.m. YCSO says a man barricaded himself inside of a home, forcing the homeowners to evacuate. Crazy. So, new cannabis group coming with an alternative initiative to legalize marijuana. So we might have a new bill coming.
Yeah, another one.
Are they trying to put it on the
Another one.
2021 ballot or the
definitely.
2020 ballot?
I think it's on the 2020 ballot, if I am for sure, but I'm not 100%.
We're marijuana supporters.
It's not been legalized
Yes,
for adults
sir.
yet, so hopefully they can get that and get it on the ballot. That would be dope.
That would be very.
Yeah.
Two men arrested for a deadly shooting near Arizona Mall. I think we put this on the DanYo&Tita page.
Mm-hmm.
They killed a man, 18-year-old. So we put the picture on the page if you want to see the gentleman. And they both were
DanYo&Tita
arrested.
Facebook page. Drop them likes.
Mm-hmm.
And subscribe.
Yeah.
So aggressive, huh?
Like it is.
If you had a gun in your hand, no.
And that's the word on the
They
street.
might take you serious.
That cornbread bomb.
Yeah, it's good as hell, man.
I'm just pitching that and stuff over
I
there.
had two
That
pieces
coffee
of
was
it already.
delicious too.
Yeah, it's good.
I want to see if there was more
Hey,
in there.
look.
Hey,
I'm
this
not a
is my
coffee drinker,
second
but It
cup.
does smell good. I can't have it because I'm allergic to it.
Shout out to House of Jane.
House of Jane. Thank you for that.
Deliciousness.
On the lean perspective, I just wanted to talk about why. Did y'all see this week on the line? You know, everybody going crazy over this pastor dude.
I never saw it yet.
yeah.
You ain't seen the video yet?
Did you see
I
it?
haven't seen the video.
I have seen the video.
I don't understand what everyone's talking
I have
about.
seen the
I
video.
don't know.
Before we get
It's
there, though,
ridiculous, man.
this go to sister social before we get to that conversation because we'll talk about that.
Do I need to see the video?
I don't. Sister social.
Okay.
I haven't even seen it.
We'll talk about that in a
It's
minute.
ridiculous.
I have seen the video.
Of course you have.
go
Of
see
course
it.
you
I
have.
was being nosy. I was being nosy.
He wanted to see what was going down.
I did.
Right.
They
You need
even
Did you learn
some
anything? Hey,
tricks.
Daniel, but did you learn anything?
Oh, he ain't gonna answer.
He said, "Thank you, Pastor."
Yeah, a couple moves I
There's one
learned.
move right there. Tita might get a move.
What?
Go ahead. Go to sister social.
What we talking about today on Sister Social?
This week is Sister Social. We didn't really have a topic.
Oh, awesome.
We can make one up real quick. What is?
Hey, look,
exactly.
you got to give it to us. You got to
That
give
was-
it to us.
so
Y'all
what-
was moving all week, and
Yeah, we was definitely
so
Oh,
How you see my eyes roll?
Yeah, I saw your eyes roll.
Yeah, they roll.
But I really don't
They
care.
almost roll out my head.
Yeah, you should.
They want to get in that pastor
Whatever,
conversation
man.
right
Let's
there.
get the food going in.
Yeah, we just gonna talk about what we got for the meal of the week this week,
All right.
since it's been highly anticipated.
I really was I was looking forward to the sister social conversation.
What do you normally cover? What do you normally cover?
You know, Tita be slacking.
Normally we cover
Right. Wait till the last day and be like, oh.
Hey, sometimes it works. Like 80% of the time, I don't. But you know,
I might as well just come up with a topic for y'all, man. I swear.
Baby Jesus, what you want to talk about on Sister Social?
Can I? Maybe it's too much. Maybe it's too much. Maybe it's too much.
Do you have something you would like to talk
You know I do pillow talk, right?
Yeah.
we talked about.
Can I talk about vaginal health?
Yeah,
Most definitely.
that is the topic
Is
we
this
have to discuss.
okay?
Mm.
So I believe in using the most natural remedies possible for our bodies, right?
Right.
So none of the douches.
No, well, you can make. We taught women how to make your own douche on Pillow Talk.
Yeah,
How to do a natural, like it's a natural, so that you're still, because you don't want to mess up your pH balance. That's why you get yeast infections. But I will say this: listen, ladies. Sometimes we get yeast infections. We get it. It's a thing.
Sometimes you get that little odor. You might have to.
Well, listen, I'm gonna tell you the best number one thing to get rid of a yeast infection that's natural, no chemicals, that won't hurt your body, is coconut oil. Okay, honey.
I
Girl, that's the work for
Listen.
everything.
Listen, you might want to plug your ears, boys, because this is a little bit much. But listen, I'm gonna tell you, ladies. For real, this is how to remedy yourself. You get the coconut oil, you got to put it inside and outside. You want to wear a pad, and then just let it naturally get rid of the infection.
Wow.
Because the oil will pull out the infection without causing more irritation, and it'll keep your hoo-ha under control.
It's science to keeping the hoo-ha clean.
Man,
It really is. Cause
I know it is.
It's serious.
Look, I'm gonna be straight honest. I used to have problems with them all the time.
Sensitive skin.
Very sensitive skin. So it's like
You couldn't take certain soaps, can't take baths, whatever it is. Like, yeah.
We change everything. Now I don't wash my jeans or my pants or short. Anything that I wear on my bottom, panties, I do not put laundry detergent on them. Period. I can't take any of the dyes and the chemicals that laundry detergents.
See, it's real out here, y'all. We trying to protect us to protect you.
Yeah, can't go downtown, man.
So if you get me body wash, it has to be completely fragrance free.
Right.
I can't use like scented lotions and stuff close there. It's just a whole lot that I can't do. I can't even.
She want to know.
I can't even take bubble baths with lavender scented bubbles in it.
Oh man!
Because it really does. It messes up your pH balance. Like
for real.
It really.
I just want a whole bag of
No, but listen, you should get a jar of coconut oil, right? Organic coconut oil, and leave that in the restroom. Leave one in the restroom and one in the kitchen, okay? Or separate it in containers or whatever you got to do. Don't use one for the other, okay? Just make sure we keep a clear understanding of which one is for what.
Which one for what area? Face, body, hoo-ha.
I'm telling you, okay. So sorry to put your business out here, Mom, but she hit me. She's like she had surgery and was on antibiotics and stuff. And when we take antibiotics, it sometimes gives us an infection because it throws our balance off. So she's like, what did you give me last time? And I'm like, she wanted to go buy like a Monistat or whatever from the store. It's like, Mom, we don't use that stuff because what Monistat does, it chemically burns the infection out, and it physically burns our vagina. It doesn't feel good, okay? But it makes it worse. And then it gets better because what happens is it forces your body to kick in, and then it starts to discharge and get everything out of your system. That's why you discharge when you have an infection. So it's your body trying to push the infection out. So when you use coconut oil, it does the same thing in a natural way, but it helps heal the skin instead of burn the skin. That's why I said it's really important that we take care of ourselves and stop using chemically based products to put in or on our body, because our body will absorb it, and it's really bad for us.
Definitely,
nobody want to go.
Not to put people's business.
So make sure you take care of it. Like,
my mom struggles a lot from bladder infections and stuff like that, and she has issues with that area also, and like stuff that she goes and buys and stuff. Shout out
Coconut oil,
Daniel's
girl.
mother-in-law. But
Ew.
it's like,
He's like, ew.
it's something that and even guys could use it, right? The
Yeah.
coconut to like shave and stuff.
Mhm.
And you know what, ladies? If it's in butter, use it for a lubricant.
No, it's the best lubricant. The best. Hey, I have. Look, you have a little jar of it in your room, and it's perfect. It's perfect.
We didn't turn into pillow talk up in this.
So I'm just this is really for real. Like, look.
Hey, so it's a universal element. I went too deep now.
Men get yeast infections too.
Yeah.
Listen, women, you can give him a yeast infection if you have one and you're having sex.
Yep, that's true.
That's why I say it's
you
important.
Have a yeast infection.
Don't fuck.
Are doing, making sure you trying to get yourself and
be honest with your
clean
partner.
yourself out. Wait 7 days before you.
Listen, wouldn't you rather her come to you and be like, "Babe, I can't right now because I have a yeast infection," then do it and then get one? Hey, right? The men would rather us be honest and say, "Babe, I'm just not right now.
Definitely.
Let me get myself together."
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't be embarrassed. It's natural.
That's a must.
Wow.
She's like, I love coconut oil.
I mean, coconut. I mean, I like coconut, like not like.
I use it in my hair. This is the only thing I wash my face with. Is coconut oil. Mm-hmm. I have one of those soft bristle things, and I just put the oil on it and scrub my face with it. Wash it off with hot water.
People use honey, like the raw honey and stuff. They use it on their face. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So. But that was definitely a good topic because men
helpful.
suffer through them, women suffer through them.
Not
a lot of women really
Sorry,
know.
Daniel. Hey.
Not a lot of women really know how to help themselves and combat these types of things. So it's kind of good that we put that information out there for the women. But we're gonna go ahead and go into this week's middle of the week. We got some Caribbean chicken for everybody today. Shredded chicken.
Okay.
It comes with 2 tablespoons of lime juice. We're going to put a teaspoon of allspice, nutmeg, garlic powder, thyme, and paprika.
Okay.
And
Paprika.
Salt and pepper to taste. You add a little salt and pepper. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to put everything in the crock pot together. No need to wash, rinse, skin the fat off the chicken.
You need it. We need it for the juice.
You need all that juice. You put it all in the crock pot together. You're going to cook it on either high for 4 hours or low for 8 hours. Once it's done in fork tender, where you can just pull it apart and shred it directly in the crock pot, or you can take it out the crock pot, shred it on the cutting board, put it back in the crock pot, and then you're going to stir it up, get some little juices going in there. Then you can put them on some hoagie rolls.
Bomb.
So,
yeah, I'm so happy I came today.
All right.
Hey. You need help?
So I know Dip. I guess we gotta talk about the Pastor Wilson.
Oh Lord.
Pastor.
I don't
Pastor
I
Wilson.
feel like I don't know what's going on though. I know he was doing
Pastor Wilson got exposed.
He was speaking in tongues or something.
He was.
I heard.
He was. That's fact. Pastor Wilson was speaking in tongues. He was exposed by a woman. I think it was a young woman.
Yeah.
It wasn't his wife.
No.
So
It
it wasn't his wife. He was performing.
My chicken on the cornbread. Not playing with you.
Pastor Wilson was performing sexual activities on a young woman.
He was speaking into her spirit.
Yes, he was all up in that spirit.
Did
Performing.
they actually have sex, or was it just
He was performing sexual activities.
Just head? He was just giving head. That was it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But he wasn't doing it right. But anyway.
Wow.
Hey.
Wow,
They've been
Daniel.
talking about it online all week. He was doing something right?
Because all the girls are like, ooh, hey,
Right.
pastor.
Hey,
I'm like,
Pastor, baptized.
well, there's a lot of men that don't do it. So
Wow,
if
that's
you do
crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
His congregation should not mind. His congregation is
Yeah,
going
so-
to be deep next
So
week.
yeah, she recorded them and they got on Facebook, and then his son had a Facebook.
Oh,
His son, so the people been harassing his
wow.
son for like all day and a half.
Wow.
His son finally deleted his Facebook.
Deleted his page.
I was actually on the son's Facebook too. I
Right.
was being nosy.
nosy.
I was being nosy and
Metiche, huh?
Es una vieja, te digo.
the son was getting harassed.
Wow.
Finally.
Me, hold them in.
Yeah.
That's
Sí,
crazy.
¿qué?
So they all on him,
Vaya.
talking to him, asking him
Escuchando
what
todo.
he's doing and what's going on and shit, trying to tell us on this one.
Yeah. So he's in trouble.
So did she ever say why she put a tape out?
The lady has not said a word.
She just
But
said,
let's say if it was his wife.
was she just,
And let's say it was his wife, and she recorded it.
Right.
Is it wrong for the pastor?
how, she released it or somebody else released it?
The girl he was doing it to released it.
Wasn't his wife then?
I'm saying, is a pastor allowed
To
do those type of activities?
Allowed to cheat?
To his wife, definitely.
He's allowed to do that?
Right, definitely.
Okay. That's not
But
the
if it
sin.
get- but
That's
if
not
it-
sin the Lord.
No.
Wait, wait, wait. Wait, are you saying-
Ever, so
Hold on a second. If you're saying, is it okay if it was his wife to have done it like that?
Yeah.
Is fellatio?
Is
a
fellatio
sin?
a sin?
No,
I
it's
don't
not.
believe so.
Are you
No,
sure?
it's not. Trust
I don't
me.
know.
It's not. I was a minister.
Oh,
It's
okay.
not.
So it's not.
It's not a sin. No.
As long as it's your wife.
As
or
long as it's your,
right.
yeah.
Okay.
We're speaking in church terms.
No,
If I feel like, anyway, let me not talk about what I believe.
That's another show.
That's another show.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, but he had the tongue out and he was
Get
doing
the
his
tongue
thing.
out.
He was going to town, man.
Yeah.
So you saw it?
I saw parts of it. I can't. I looked at it and was like, yeah, man.
It's not for me.
Because just I just man.
It made me
I want to
grin.
see this old man. You know what I'm saying? It just didn't. It was nasty.
It was
He's
nasty.
old.
Yeah,
He's old dude.
He's
He's
an
old.
older guy.
Old black dude.
I'm gonna take y'all word for it.
It was whack.
I'm not gonna watch
Yeah,
it.
it was whack.
It was whack.
It was terrible.
I asked
He didn't do
Latoya. I asked Queen. I was like, should I watch it? She said no. Okay.
He went a couple times platinum off them views.
Right. He's making money off their views, probably. Or she is.
Yeah,
whoever
so now
uploaded it.
so now that he got exposed, does he continue?
His ministry.
Yeah.
I think
He
he should
will.
open up a
You
new
think so?
ministry.
A new one?
Yeah, just praise the pussy.
I hate you.
That's a brand right there.
Yeah, man.
That's a brand
Oh,
what I
right
was
that's
doing.
crazy.
That's what
there.
I
Yeah, that's a brand.
There would be a lot of dudes at that church.
Right.
I'm just. You want to get the men involved? This is how you do it.
would open up a new Bible, man.
Some people who go to church are just the ones that need to go to church.
Pastor Wilson.
Sometimes-
Yeah, that video was crazy though.
Yeah, crazy.
What do you think people benefit from releasing tapes like that?
Yeah,
Like, you're not Kim
yeah, that's another
Kardashian,
thing,
so
yeah.
like, what is it
It's
going to
all
I think
benefit?
it's
media
stupid.
drama.
I
It's
think
like-
she either was
She mad?
that she's not being replacing.
I was thinking the same.
Miss
You're doing it
Mrs.
because
Wilson.
Well,
yeah,
why?
you're
Like,
not
why?
giving me the same attention you're giving your
Right,
wife.
right.
What's the point though? You're exposing yourself that you messing with a man.
She don't care.
and-
But she-
and you're messing with
Angry,
the pastor.
angry.
You know?
Right, but if you can affect his life negatively because of
Right.
that, then if
Right.
she's done and don't want to deal with him no more,
Mhm.
she's like, yeah, look,
Yeah.
Just that's a
Or he was like, I'm not messing with you no more, girl. I'm done with you. And
Yeah.
bet.
You know,
yeah.
you know how it is.
He's like, I'm grateful for this
Mhm.
video we have to
Most
release.
definitely.
Like, I'm so excited that there's food. I love
Yeah.
them.
So,
Look,
I used to Mill the
He's
Week
all
is coming in.
I think I've been calling her, like, call her. She video. I didn't know you were on video last night. I was like this. I was like, she's probably looking at my ear right now. My bad.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So the Mill of the Week is getting ready to get in here.
Yum.
Man. Yeah. God bless the pastor though.
Yeah, he's gonna have a
Oh,
couple.
Lord,
He's
help
gonna have
me.
a tough next
He's gonna
couple weeks.
he's gonna have to repent and solve his issues. You know what I'm saying? I'm good right now. Yeah.
That's a good name.
He said, I was waiting for this. Why didn't I eat my cornbread?
No, I couldn't eat all that right now.
So definitely.
That's a lot of cornbread, man.
So Miss Amanda,
Yes.
you have the Arizona Hip Hop Festival starting
Yes.
November 16th
so
and
glad.
17th. What is support district radio's role in the Arizona Hip Hop Festival?
This year we will be running the main stage inside press room, running the headlining acts.
Okay.
We will have Persons with Purpose and Women of Influence out
Mhm.
there. We will have SDTV doing street interviews and
Okay.
capturing footage of what's happening right now in the festival. We'll be live.
Okay.
We're running SDR interviews behind the stage for all the artists that come through.
Okay.
What else do we have going on?
Can
We have painters painting on stage with us.
Okay, that's dope. That's dope.
hmm
Can DanYo&Tita podcast get on stage?
Of course. You already on the list.
We on the list already.
Run the passes.
So you gonna
son.
see us? You gonna see DanYo&Tita podcast
on stage at the Support District Radio stage
on the
for
Support
sure.
District Radio stage. May do some interviews as well.
Of course,
Yeah,
it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun.
Uh,
Shout out to Jose Ocho Mas. He'll be out running his production team on the street. Deep Sea, Duran, aka Baby Jesus, will be on the stage. All the gunshots. Look, it's gonna be great. We have people coming in from Cali. We got our team coming in from Chicago. They'll be on stage hosting with us this year, both days. It's gonna be exciting. We have a lot of people on our team this year.
Oh yeah,
always. But you know, we in there.
We in there. Oh, thank you. Ooh, got the middle of the week. Is there anything else that the world needs to know about Miss Amanda, Miss Lovely, and all the great things you do?
How do some of all you do in like a few words?
Boss.
No, I don't like that word. Like I don't.
You don't like the word boss?
No.
But that's what you are.
Because I'm not a boss.
You are a boss.
I'm not a boss.
I'm sorry. You're a boss.
Look, there's a few people like you, boss lady, but I'm like, okay, I'm gonna take it because that's what you call me. Right. But at the same time, like I don't believe in that in what we do because I feel like as we all grow, look at this. Shout out to iRock.
Shout out
okay.
iRock.
Back in the day when I was doing club promotions and I wasn't shit, I was looking up to iRock like he's God because of what he was doing in the industry as far as media, right? As far as music. And I was always like, oh, yo, like I just want to talk to him.
Right.
And it was just not, timing is everything and patience. We got to be patient, right? But in that timing, we got to know each other later on in our careers to where I feel like I bring something to the table, right? Now I bring something to the table as a friend, as a business partner, whatever. So when we can collab on something, it means something. It's not just me asking. I'm not, that's part of it, Tita, is that I don't want to ever have a relationship where it's one-sided.
Right. In
business, in romance, and friendship. Like I have to benefit you and you got to benefit me, whatever it is.
Team gang,
because that's what a relationship is. Like we have to balance each other out.
Right.
So I would say the people in my life, regardless of what area, I will bring something positive into your life. I'm going to bring something in your life that is worth it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Give me an opportunity to get to know you, and you'll be a better person because you know me. Because I choose to make a conscious effort to impart greatness in your life in whatever area it is that you need.
Right.
But I expect reciprocation.
Right.
I'm not asking for anything that I'm not willing to give. Right? I've never asked anybody for something that I wouldn't do myself. So I think understand your balance. Understand that we need you as much as you need us. We all need each other. Like if we can work together, like what do you need? Oh, I got that. But I need this. And it's not my wheelhouse, but I would rather you do it and pay you to do it than pay someone we don't know that's not in it's not benefiting the community. Just like when we purchase things outside of us, it's going to somebody's pocket that doesn't benefit us, right? So let's go back into how can we buy, man, I spend a ridiculous amount of money with our people that I can go and buy this stuff ridiculously cheap with a wholesale account that benefits me. But I buy into people, not the product. Because the product is temporary, right? The people last your lifetime. So
definitely.
I think that's it, Tita. Like, understand that business is people. It's not about money.
Right. There we go.
And this partnership takes my breath away.
There it is.
I know that Daniel, whenever Tita and I get together, he just steps away. Like
I don't say nothing.
I chill back. I thought
the baby Jesus.
Shit.
Does he be like, really?
Hey,
thank you for coming on. Definitely.
I'm about to eat this.
This was a motivational episode right here.
And we appreciate you. And much love for coming and everything.
Thank you. Make sure y'all drop them likes on the DanYo&Tita Facebook page.
Please.
Follow the DanYo&Tita podcast Instagram page. If you'd like to donate too, you can.
Yes. I'm sure you can find them on Bravo too.
DanYo&Tita podcast on YouTube.
Hey, Bravo. Shout to Bravo.
Shout out.
You know.
Icon Radio.
What was this
SDR.
coffee called, Miss Amanda?
House of Jane.
House of Jane.
Shout out to them over there.
That was
Right,
good
yeah,
coffee.
Yeah, great coffee.
Yeah, great coffee.
Even though I didn't
Delicious.
drink it.
Look, it's really,
I
and
did
it's
not
good
do
for you.
Yeah, shout out
It's
to
good for
Support
you.
District Radio
All right.
Network.
Yeah.
SDTV.
Just the people.
SDR Uncut.
Yeah.
My Radio Phoenix.
Them too.
My how you say
My Radio Chicago?
Yeah, My Radio Chicago.
Man, you wear a lot of hats.
Yeah, I know. Keep it going. You already know. It's the DanYo&Tita podcast. We out.
Woo.
Holla holla.
Bye.
Next week.
See you next week.